So we have a break from the rain for a little bit, and Gary needs some stuff. So I went with him at night to Home Depot. We do have a Lowe's here too, but Home Depot's usually cheaper. Oh, and Gary tells me a story later that he wanted to finish properly. So I figured I'd take you with me. Let's walk inside. Let's look at all the stuff. This is just a walkthrough at night. I don't think I need anything. Wheelbarrows. I have 4 of them. I love them. Okay, it's peaceful at night, and we have found there's a lot less people, so it's less crowded, at least here, in a big city. Tough sheds. I actually ordered 2 of them years ago. Oh my goodness. Over 30 years ago, and I had them custom ordered. They're still standing up good. Barbecues all covered up for the rain, I guess. Plants outside. I can leave the plants outside. They'll really thrive in the rain. All right, I think we better go in this door. I'm pretty sure that the garden center door is going to be closed. All right, so that's the indoor plants. They always have a lot of nice flowers, poinsettias. Oh, let's see, geraniums. 50% off now after Christmas. Okay. Let's see what else. Let's go inside. Let's walk around the garden center. Let's see. Nobody's here. See, the door's closed. See, the door would be open over there, but there's nobody here. I have the whole place to myself. You can't get any better than that. And look how good you can see in here. Okay, $20. Let's see what we're going to do this year, because in 3 months we have spring. So now's the time to think about our garden, what we're going to plant. The hummingbirds will be coming back. Oh, Gary bought that. You know what? He bought one reduced, I think, for $5. It's a sweet pea bush. Look at that. It's still in the original pot, and it's in my bird garden. Okay, they have flowers. Okay, look at that. Cabbage plants. They're actually decorative ones. You could eat them, but they taste terrible. Okay, and I've got those flowers too. You don't eat those purple and white ones. They're nice, but once they open, they're done. They stand up, they open up, they don't make a head on them, really. Okay. Let's see. This is really one of the nicest times to shop. I have the whole garden center to myself. I can actually open my camera and walk around. Nobody's going to care. They're being recorded because they're not here. And look how green everything looks, and fresh and clean. Yeah, we're going to have rain coming in any time. We have had so much rain. I think we've had about 8 inches of rain so far. Okay. But, nothing's happened from the rain. Actually, good stuff. The plants look good. So here's all the plants they've got. And let's kind of walk over here. Okay. Gee, those barrels look really nice. They're expensive. I'm not going to buy them, but they look really nice. Aren't they pretty? Wow. But wood is going to break down. I still like my totes. They're affordable, and they work great for so many years. Okay, and I'm growing vegetable plants in them anyways, but we can always use them for flowers and stuff. Okay, just kind of seeing if there's anything that I'm interested in. Okay, 1998. Aloes. Pretty. I'm telling you, hummingbirds love those. So these are really nice hummingbird plants. Let's see. Okay. About $15. Just want to see what they have. I mean, the spring stuff won't come in for another month or 2. Remember, we're right in winter. Oh, look at this. Let me tell you something. I've got some shots of this during the day. That is one impressive plant. I always thought they were an indoor plant. Look at that, $200. I mean, that looked really cool in front of somebody's house. Look at all this. The red foliage is beautiful. Actually, all the colors pop. Fresh and clean after rain. And just everything is clean. There's no dust. Roses. Ooh, we're in rose season now. Okay. about $15, 16. I guess it depends on the type, because these are all bred for color and size and all that. Camellias. I don't plant a lot of those because they can be toxic to animals. I've got flowers there. I don't see any kufiyas for the hummingbirds. Look at this. I've got the place to myself. Nobody's here. Now, milkweed. Oh my goodness, are people going to go nuts? Look at these containers. These are $13. And I believe this is the tropical. What happens is so many people buy one, and then all of a sudden they have a caterpillar. It eats up the plant, and they have to go run and buy more. And they start spending a fortune to keep their couple caterpillars alive. You end up spending hundreds of dollars sometimes. That's why I grow a ton of it. Anybody near me needs them, they can, whoa, come and get some. $6.48 for one curly parsley, which means that's what the other ones are. Oh my goodness, we're going to have to plant a lot of seeds this year. I will buy some plants probably, but we're really going to have to concentrate on seeds and what we can grow in January. Okay, I'm growing cilantro right now. I'm growing oregano right now. Look at this, per plant, $10. Sage, you can do so many cuttings off of that, which I did. I've got sage everywhere. See, all this I've got from one plant from years ago. Okay, so curly kale, $6. No, we don't have to do this with lettuce. Buy it one time if you want. Let it go to seed and collect your seed, and you'll have lettuce forever. Cauliflower. My biggest problem is I grow it and I don't plant it. I forget to, and I leave it in the containers. Okay, so you're getting a 6-pack. Okay, so that's 6 plants for that price. Again, something we can start in the house fairly soon. Rosemary, another plant that you can just take cuttings. You buy one and you just go from there. Or if you know somebody, go get some off of their plant. Now, if you wanted to grow quick, strawberries, then you go ahead and buy a plant. Cater to that one, let it get big, and as you're catering to it, you make your own plants. Because it will take time to root a plant and get it to take off. Okay, now they've got the apple trees. I don't see a price on that. It's on the pots. Okay. More vegetable plants. So it's, some of this stuff, like, it's really too early for tomatoes unless you got a patio. In Southern California, yes, but I find they taste better, of course, in the spring. Broccoli. I've got that growing up right now in the garden. You've seen them on the garden tour. Okay. Peppers. Peppers is a great one to grow by seed right now, and I'll have to do a video on that and tell you why. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter when you can plant outside, whether it's March, sweet peppers, or whether it's not until middle of May, beginning of June. You can grow peppers right now, and I can tell you how in a full video. We'll go over it. Hot peppers. We don't grow a lot of hot peppers. Black cobra, but that's it. Gary likes peppers you can just pull off the plant and just eat it. Anaheim chili peppers. They're really bringing in their peppers now. Now, like I said, in Southern California, if our weather stays mild, we can grow a lot of these. But if it goes sideways and we end up with some really cold weather, this plant that you're going to spend, what, $6 on, could end up fizzling out. $5. That's not too bad. I mean, it has roots and everything, so it started. But remember, a lot of these tomatoes, right away I do cuttings. So I have not one tomato plant if I buy it, but I end up with about 6 tomato plants. Look, tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes. These are coming out of greenhouses, by the way. Okay, so that's what they have right now. I'm just looking at the prices. Eggplant. I've got eggplant growing in the dog kennels right now, and I do have eggplant on it, but again, it depends on where you live, or if you could create a microclimate, which I'm going to do a lot of microclimates this year on certain plants, not all plants. And you'll stay with me, subscribe, and watch me. So, I've got tons of you watching. At one point, we had well over 1 million, and only 20% are actually subscribed. And remember, it's free. Okay. $6.49 for a pine tree. See, here, some will grow and some won't. Again, it depends on the condition. I've got pine trees. You know that, and I don't want any more. Okay. Are the miniature roses? I think no, I lost my last one. I didn't take care of it good. Shame on me. And I really should have. It was thornless. It kind of got pushed in the back in the bird garden, and I kind of forgot about it. So for $29, you get a whole bunch of succulents in there, which is nice, but then you don't get the ones you really want when you buy it that way. But it's a nice gift. Okay, so one little plant for $4. They do put these on sale and on clearance a lot, so keep an eye out. Both Home Depot and Lowe's, they put them on clearance. You want to walk in there and check their clearance plants all year long. You never know what you're going to find. Okay, so a next pot up, what is it? Are they calling it what is this, a 4-inch pot? So that's more money. As the pots go up, not necessarily the plants, but as the pots go up, see, then the price kind of doubles. So the plant's almost the same size, and it's going to get big quick, but you're paying for the pot and the size. So that's the way it's done. Let's see. Again, nobody's here. It's just you and me. These are gorgeous. Oh my goodness, $40. Beautiful. Not my thing. I look for plants that are good for the birds, the native birds we have, and the hummingbirds. That's my thing. Everybody's got their own thing. You do your own thing. You can get ideas from me, but you still want to do what you like to do. There's another one of those plants. Yep, there it is. And boy, do they get tall. Beautiful and impressive. I'd probably take it home, put it somewhere, and kill it. So, oh my goodness. Did I just say that? I did out loud. How funny. I like succulents because you don't have to do much to keep them alive. $25 though, I'll wait right now, but prickly pear, oh my goodness, you've got to be careful touching those things. But you know, if you get them in a good sunny location, you'll have them forever, and they'll break off and make their own plants. I've got some cactus I brought home. Let's see. See, nobody's here. Do I see anybody in here? I don't see anybody. It's quiet. Just the noise from the parking lot. Oh, is this beautiful? Now, these are fake. These are grafted. But aren't they gorgeous? They are pretty. I haven't bought those. Years ago, I think I had them like 40 years ago. I haven't bought them in years. I like real succulent. Look at that. Real succulent plants are nice. Elephant food in there. The pencil cactus. They're really nice. Even these, they add those little toppers on there. No, they're not really part of the plant. It's for design and colors. It makes people buy it for gifts or whatever, but they are pretty. I mean, the cactus plant alone will do fine. So you got to be careful with those pencil ones because they can be toxic to some people. The one to the right. Are they beautiful though? All right, so now we're in another area. This is inside. Now these are more for gifts. Again, you know, the price is $27. You could set up something yourself. Go to Dollar Tree, pick up some containers, and get some succulent plants. Those are $2.50. You don't even have to put a lot of them in there. You could spruce it up real nice. I mean, they're pretty. They're still a nice gift. Let's see. Look at all the color. I like color. $20, and they're okay. Again, it's not my thing. All right, now let's walk over here just to take a look inside. Watering cans, hanging containers. What the heck is that? Plant and flower clips. And it looks like little ladybugs. Okay, that's different. Anything you want there? Hanging baskets, keep an eye on Dollar Tree. Starting now, they'll get them in and they're like, I don't know what they'll be this year, but they're usually about $1.25. Oop, somebody's got a rodent problem. At least they're trying to take care of it, I guess. There's their seeds. And I have bought some seeds from them. You know what? I bought some seeds, celery last year, and there was something else. Oh, the celery I didn't plant because I ended up finding green celery in the garden. I wanted green, not red celery. So I found some. But I did plant lemon balm that I bought. And there's all the seeds. You know, you get a package of seeds and you can end up with dozens and dozens of plants. Keep that in mind. So it can be much more economical that way. Oh, metal watering cans. Pretty colors, $17. And there's their plants inside. See, there's that plant again. Well, it's on the other side. And I thought it was a house plant. Look at how pretty they are, and they're so nicely groomed. I don't have time to groom this stuff. Look at that. $30. I mean, they're beautiful. You bring that to somebody as a gift and they would just love it. Look at the colors. I wonder if they're color fed. You can color feed some plants as you can color feed animals. I won't get into that, but I did a study on that once. And boy, it's amazing what you can do. All right. Oh, let's go find Gary. Oh, wait, let's stop here. Oops, paint. This is my favorite thing. All right, these are about $30. That's why I painted the house green. Came here one day, found 2 of these for $30, and I painted the whole house green. And these are the 50-cent paints, see? I use those for the chairs. I use them for painting everything around the house, and they really hold nice. They only have 1 today. I mean, if I didn't have that color, and I probably have 10 of those, I would buy it. Okay, well, I'm going to follow Gary out. He's got the stuff he needs. I'm going to go to the car. I hope you enjoyed this. I mean, it's just a walkthrough. You know, it's winter. We're not really planting too much, though I am planting certain seeds, and I am growing certain things. I'm just going to kind of follow him to the car. Look, there are a lot of people here at night. They're going to close in a couple hours. There's Gary putting stuff in his old truck. You know, the seat was all torn. And he duct taped it, which was really nice. I mean, literally. We're not talking torn. We're talking shredded. I mean, it's a 92, I think. And so I ended up buying him a new seat for Christmas. And he put it on. And now it looks like new inside. Well, it doesn't look like new. But you're not sitting on shredded material. Look how nice that looks. Okay, so it did cost a little money. I think it was about $50, $60. But look at that. You know, he had one when we first got it. And it finally wore out. Well, it's time to go home. And yes, I'll wear my Christmas sweaters because it's warm. And people still have their lights on. You know what? I might play you this story when Gary got food poisoning in Australia. I can end it this way. If I would have started it, you would have left. I don't even know why we had that conversation in the car. Or at least he did.
Stop. We ran out of food. I was hungry, so I got a large carton of orange juice and a pie. And yeah, I projectile vomited out the window, and when I got back to Steve Wilson's, I lay on the concrete out front.
So what's the story of you throwing up?
Well, we went on this long fishing trip way out in the bush, and by the end of it we'd run out of food. So on the way back we stopped into this small store that was in the middle of nowhere, and I bought a carton of orange juice and a meat pie. I ate that, and on the way home, maybe a couple of hours later, I projectile vomited. I told Steve to stop the car, but he didn't stop in time. So I wound down the window, projectile vomited out the car. When we got back home, I went out the front of Steve's place. I laid on the concrete footpath, and it was warm, and I was shivering. So the flat, hard concrete felt comforting to me.
And that was the full story.
And that was the full story.
How long were you fishing for?
It might have been a week.
Oh, you were gone for that long?
Yeah.
And you ran out of food?
We ran out of food. His father was a butcher, and we had all sorts of prime meat cuts for the first couple of days, but then our ice melted. We didn't have any way of refrigerating it, so we had to eat that up, and then we were relying on the fish we caught and canned food. And we thought we had enough food for the week, but we ran out like maybe a day or two before we came home.
But the food poisoning came from the meat pie?
It came from the meat pie, and the this main thing of the story is that if you're traveling way out in the bush in Australia, you be very mindful of what you buy at some of these stores because they don't resupply their products that often.
Oh, so there is a theme to this story.
Yeah, there is definitely a theme.
Okay. Thank you. Wave goodbye. Tell them don't forget to eat what you grow.
Don't forget to eat what you grow. That is better than relying on other people.
Zoe's not interested, are you, Zoe? Zoe? She says, now leave me alone. Oh, Zoe, Zoe, Zoe.